What's going on, everyone? It's Nancy Baker. I'm back with another WePlayStrong Thursday Night Live. This week we have Kirstie Levell joining us. Hopefully, as always, she gets in nice and quick, then we can get the Q&A going. This is always the bit, as I say every week, which I get a bit nervous, hoping that they come in nice and quick. Right? Oh, she's done it. Look, she's done it. We've mastered it. Love it. What's going on?
Hi, yeah, you're right.
We've mastered it. We got in so quick.
Never been alive. Never.
You've never been on a live?
Never.
Have you not? I need to sort this out. Do you know what I've done this week? I've become professional. I've got one of them stands where you can see what you're doing and that. I've got one of them. I've become professional.
That's better than me. I need the selfie on me.
But you know what? I'm trying to work out so my head's not in it too much and I'm not cutting myself off. I get really perfectionist over this sort of stuff. It's important.
No, looks good. Background set looks good.
I love it. Look, like some nice little cushions setting the scene. How's your day been?
All right. I've been in for gym and come home and I've came in. Obviously, I'm gonna say it's my birthday tomorrow and effing set up, got me balloons and that downstairs. And you know what? I've just been taking pictures all day and getting ready for a post tomorrow.
I was literally just going to say, I bet you've been taking pictures and getting ready to take your pictures, ready for the gram.
Yeah, that's it.
So, obviously at the moment you're out on injury, you're getting back into it. You said you've been to the gym today. What does your gym look like in terms of it's different to when you're fully fit?
Yeah, definitely. I think I'm just sort of getting back into it and doing things that are going to strengthen around my knee.
Yeah.
I think obviously I'm pushing my sports scientist as much as possible just to be
yeah,
get ahead of the game sort of thing and get on the pitch ASAP, because honestly, when you're not playing football, it is actually the worst thing. But I'm quite lucky really. It has only been 2 months for me, and got players in the team who I can't say things like, oh, this has been long, because obviously you've heard about Hannah Kane's injury, things like that. So I mean, they're motivating me as much as I'm trying to help motivate them in the gym. So
yeah, touching on that, obviously you said about Hannah, who's got her injury, and hers is a lot longer than yours. How important is it for you lot to have each other, and to when you're in the gym or when you're where you need to be if you're going to games and that, how nice is it to have each other to sort of pull each other back up, obviously because you can't be on that pitch at the moment?
Oh, so nice. And I think also it helps that, I mean, it doesn't help, but there's about 3 who've got knee injuries, so we're all sort of following each other and can do the program together, and sort of just it's much easier having your friends there with you and being able to do all that stuff.
Yeah, and in terms of the club, Leicester itself, it seems like the group of girls that are in, you're a really close bunch. How important is that, just for not even on the pitch, just for life outside of football, being able to probably share some of the best times with your mates? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, the girls have been brilliant, and we do this thing every Wednesday. It's called it's a team social. We all get together as players. You can have staff involved, but it's players. First week I was on crutches, and I know yesterday they went on quite a long walk, and I wasn't really sort of couldn't really go on the long walk, but they were holding an owl and things like that. So I'm quite gutted that I missed out on that. That's the only thing, holding the animal. But it's nice to we've got a really close team. I'm sure that everyone from the outside can see that, and everyone's there for each other, and it's been so nice to see, especially at this time during an injury, how many people they have there for you.
When you moved over to Leicester from Everton, did you know a lot of the girls?
I knew a few from England camps, and I knew a few I came to Leicester now with Hannah Kane and Molly Pike when she joined Georgia Brewer and things like that, and I knew Demi as well, which was really helpful to the goalie sessions. Really easy. So it was nice coming with friends, but also knowing people who were there to settle in really quick. And it's when you play your best football, isn't it? When you're sort of around everyone that you do know.
Yeah, definitely. And we've spoken about it before. Obviously, like we talk quite often. Like happiness in football is so important, isn't it? Like I remember when you moved and I sent you a message. I was like, "Mate, congratulations on the move," and then checked in with you, and you was just like, "Nance, I'm so happy here. Like I'm really enjoying it."
Yeah, I think, you know what, it was also just having people around you that believed in you, mainly.
Yeah.
Like, my main reason that I did join Leicester was the manager, just in terms of he was so keen to get me in from the go. So based on that, I thought, why would I not go here? And then when I went, and it's got absolutely everything that's needed to become one of the biggest clubs. So
Yeah.
and I think that going forward and in the future, it can be a top club, definitely.
And like obviously, I love a kit, don't I? So I've got to say it, they've got some decent kits throughout the season as well. So you can't knock it, can you?
Not at all, and me, I like a bright goalie kit as
Yeah.
well. When they bring the black one out, I'm a bit like, but I want to be wearing the green or yellow now and again. But yeah, they do.
I love a black kit though. I think it looks so smart, like whether it's on a keeper or an outfield player. There's something about like an all black kit, and I'm just like, I like it.
So,
Like I like my coloured kits, but I think black ones are smart. Like there's something about them.
are you someone who wears a black boot as well or not?
Nah, I get bright boots.
Same, I'm the same, and I think as a goalkeeper, people look at me a bit like, but I just think wear whatever you feel comfortable in, isn't it?
Yeah. I'm one of them people, like I said it today, I support a team based on what kit they brought out. Like
Yeah.
if a team brings out a purple or pinky kit, I'm like, yeah, that's me, you've got my support for the season. No matter who you are, what league you play in, who plays for them, if you've got a nice kit, you've got a fan in me. I'm set.
Purple all day, or yeah.
And obviously going back to the girls, who have you sort of made a really good friendship with that you didn't know before, that you're really happy to like have met them and like being around them now?
You know what? Someone like Jess Sigsworth has been there for me throughout this whole injury, and everyone's been helpful in their own individual way. But obviously, I didn't know Jess before I come to Leicester.
Yeah.
Who else? I would say there's a little group of like Hannah Kane, Barks, Paige, and Demi, and I think they're really easy to get on with. And
Yeah.
I didn't know many of them on like a personal level, especially Barks and Paige, and I just think like, I don't know, you can get on with everyone in that team, so it's hard to pick individuals out. But yeah, I've just really enjoyed getting to know everyone, even like Sam Tierney and people like that who were a little bit, but when you get to know them properly and they're in your team, yeah, people like that are great.
Nice. It's so important. And the team itself, like it's quite a young squad, isn't it? Like there's a lot of like young players in it, in terms of like as a whole squad, which is quite nice to see, because when everyone's in and about the same age, you sort of click anyway, don't you, just by being that sort of same age bracket.
Yeah, and there's a lot, isn't there always, like everyone says, don't they, like young talent always coming through, and I do think that's what managers really do look for these days. And obviously as well, it's good to have experience as well. That is, I think you need to balance out, don't you, and find the balance, but it's always good to have someone in your training who's quite young and you think, oh, they could be something in the future.
Yeah, because you'd probably be classed as an experienced goalkeeper now, you know.
Worried about if we ever do, like, actually, then again, though, the two goalkeepers are older than me, so that's the only reason that I'll always get put on the younger team. But yeah, I'd like to stay on the young team forever. Yeah.
Just be one of them people who always makes the young team.
Yeah.
To be fair, I reckon I could get away. Like I'm 26. Yeah, I'm 26. I reckon I could get away with being on young teams just because I look like an actual child. But I take it if it means I get to stay on the young teams.
Like, you know what? I'm going to say we're more full of energy and a bit more, willing to do something. So yeah.
Yeah, definitely. What is it like being a goalkeeper? Because personally, I think you're crazy.
Yeah.
Because you would never catch me in a goal.
That's what everyone says, but I think like when you're on the pitch, you do have to be a bit mad. I do think that, but even off the pitch, if you ask people, they'd probably say the same thing. I'm not chilled. I'm quite like, I'm energetic, and I like to just always be doing something and things like that. But being a goalkeeper, it's just you know what is the nicest thing is to go in and you have your little goalkeeper union, as we all call it, don't you?
Yeah.
But honestly, like if you heard some of the chats that go on in our goalie sessions, like you would just be thinking they're not. We don't even talk football sometimes. You can life, what you got up to, what you're doing, like that. So it's so nice to have someone to vent to, but also just talk whatever you want with. Yeah.
Yeah. I honestly like. I just don't get how you're happy to put yourself in a goal with balls being absolutely pelted at you all the time. Like, bravo. Honestly, that's all I can say. Like, honestly.
No, I enjoy it because I think like you get such a buzz out of like just making a good save, or
Yeah.
you take a kick and it's like perfect or pinpoint to that person. Like,
Yeah.
wow, like you know, I like that feeling. So for me, a 1v1 or a save and a penalty, something like that, it just feels good. So I think that's where I get my buzz, like a striker would scoring or a defender going in for a 50-50 thing.
Yeah.
Like,
Did you always want to be a goalkeeper? Like, was when you were growing up and playing, was it always I'm a keeper, or?
I was in the park with my dad, and I used to train outfield, played for a boys team. I was striker, and then I realised my hate for running. I still to this day, as soon as something gets mentioned like the MAS or the sort of, I'm honestly like, oh my god, have I got to do this? But that's just me, and that I think that will always be me. I love sport, I'll do anything, but when it comes to running and things, so the lad striker the goalkeeper got injured, and I tried in goal, and from then it was like kind of realised like I weren't just liking it, I was actually okay at it. So then from there, my dad and his mate just used to take the ball to the park with me and just smash like 50 balls, and I'd just catch all the volleys, and I thought, bloody hell, I'm actually alright at this. And from there,
when the striker from like when you were playing with the boys got injured, did you say I'll go in goal, or did they put you in goal?
No.
Can you remember?
Yeah, nobody wanted to go in goal. Nobody.
Okay.
So I was a bit like, all right, I'll go in. I'll just do it today, sort of thing. But like I said, like I just loved it, and yeah, I think. And another thing was really helpful as I was growing up. My dad, even now I appreciate it, but back then I never. He used to stand next to me goal, and honestly, like someone was coming through, he'd shout, "Go on, then go out," and I'd be like, I'd turn around and be like, "Can you shh?" But like, the thing is, you don't get that no more. And I honestly still wish my dad could stand right by me goal and tell me what to do sometimes.
Why don't you get him down to the games? Like, you could get tickets behind the goal. Just be like, Dad, come on, you're here for the game. Get behind me.
I think once all this COVID's gone and you can actually put fans around the stadium properly, it's really nice. But until then, he's kind of got a support from the corner flag or wherever he's at. So,
it's quite funny you said that story about like you saying that you're going goal and you'll do it, because when I was younger, I used to play for a boys team as well. This was 5-a-side, so like I was like 10, and we didn't have a goalkeeper, so everyone had to take turns to go in goal. And it got to my turn, and I promise you, I kicked up the biggest fuss like ever. I kicked up such a fuss.
Yeah.
And then I had to like get pep talks off everyone to like go in goal. And then I finally was like, you know what? If you get me gloves with like finger saves, you know, the ones that say your fingers didn't go back and that.
Yeah.
I was like, I'll go in goal. I'll do it. And then they turned around and they was like, no, you made such a big fuss with getting one of the boys to go in goal. We don't want you to go in goal anymore.
Or did you just have a bad game, or what? Was he like, no?
Nah, like everyone had to take a turn, and I just wasn't prepared to go in goal. Like, honestly, even now, if you put me in a goal, I just scream and shout and like get scared. Like, I am shook.
It surprises me though, like even now sometimes like in training, I'd love to see some of our players, you know, even try a goal kick.
Yeah.
Like, goal kick. Yeah. But some of the girls who go in goal, they're actually not that bad. So then I'm like, you know what I mean? It actually baffles me head how like little I wanted to be a goalkeeper when I was, and now I don't know, I've just grew to love it, and yeah.
If you had to stick any of the girls in goal at Leicester, say your three keepers were doing like, they were away for a couple of days or whatever, you and the other girls were away for a couple of days, and you had to stick someone in goal, who do you reckon would do a half decent job?
Okay, so one time we played small sided, and kind of like just a fun day, and I played striker for the day, and Tash Flint went in goal, and I'm not messing, she did not concede. Like she come for crosses, she was doing yeah, but then at the same time, she started putting the ball on the floor and started trying, like FIFA, trying to run through people. And I thought, right, no, get back in goal. But
Get back in goal is too much risk.
yeah, she was just leaving the goal wide open. I thought, no, she doesn't know a big six here. Yeah.
That is so funny. Yeah, props to her for even going in goal. As I said, at this my big age now, I still won't do it.
Mm.
Like, even when like I'd coach like young girls, they'd be like, Nancy, can you go and goal for us? And I'd be like, no. I just can't. Yeah, as I said, like I think all keepers are just really, really brave.
Yeah.
Like, I've got so much respect for keepers just for being a goalkeeper. Like, on that basis alone.
Yeah, and you know what? As well as like, it's mad to see it as well now. How many people actually want to become a goalkeeper? So
Yeah.
that's definitely grew, and I think that not just myself, but obviously like role models in the games. It's so important, isn't it? Like to look up to, and yeah, you need that younger generation of goalkeepers to come through, and it's exciting to see that there's so many that want to be it. Yeah.
Definitely. When you were growing up and you decided, yeah, I'm going to be a keeper, this is what I'm going to go for, were there any keepers that you watched and learnt from, or who like you sort of kept an eye on to see what they would do, how they would do it?
So back when I was at Everton, the main goalkeeper was Rachel Brown. Rachel
Yeah.
I don't know, like there was something about her. She's quite agile, and I really enjoyed training with her. But to be honest, if I was to watch any videos, it would mainly be men. So I was watching like, I'd watch David James obviously for England. Yeah. Boot Solo. She was probably the only girl that I'd type in and watch.
Yeah.
So like I said, like for now, the younger kids and generation, they've got many more role models, and even to this day, like someone like Berger, I love watching her. So yeah, it's really exciting times.
As a keeper, what do you consider more important, a clean sheet or a team win?
So I was thinking about this. I was thinking, obviously a clean sheet is like your pride, isn't it? That's like every time you go out to play a game of football as a goalkeeper, you want that clean sheet. But for me, I think the main thing is a win. And I don't know. I think that it's more of a team thing. So I think you can all celebrate that. You can celebrate a clean sheet yourself and with your goalkeeper union, but a team win, there's no better feeling than that. So I'm gonna pick team win.
Talking of winning, obviously Leicester won and got promoted to the WSL. I remember when those videos come out, like, well, it seems like ages now, to be fair, like the celebration videos. What was that like winning the league and knowing you were going back up? Obviously coming from Everton, you was in the WSL, went to Leicester in the Championship and working your way and earning your way back up. What was that like?
It was mad actually to see. Obviously I played in Spring Series, which was WSL2 back then as well with Everton, and it's crazy to see how much the league had come on. It's on leaps and bounds, but it was really nice to sort of just know that you had to win every single game in that league, competitive, so tight. So I think that it was pressurising, but really enjoyable at the same time. And like you said about the celebrations, we must have celebrated at least 5 times that season on our wins, because it went mad. Yeah.
And like the final day when you lot had actually secured it, the celebration looked crazy.
It's even nicer that we got to play at the King Power, and that was a good special occasion. So obviously the saddest thing is we couldn't have fans at the time, but I think that's why we posted so much and sort of see what we got up to and things like that. But yeah, it was good. Yeah.
How much of an impact do the fans have for you personally when you're at games? Like how much do you enjoy having them there and hearing them cheer not just you on, but like the team, and really like getting behind you?
Well, now we've moved to the King Power. I think we had a record attendance there recently, and honestly, it's so helpful. Like I think you're seeing when Jess scored the first goal, Leicester, and she run over to the fans, and you see them all going mad. Like it's just so nice. Like they're actually really involved with us, and we get messages from them all the time and things like that. So really vital for our games, and especially at this time of the season. Now that we're trying to just get as many wins as we can, really helpful for us.
Definitely. We're going to sort of move away from talking about football. We've talked about football loads. I didn't even notice like we were, to be honest. I try and always do like a bit of a mix, like, so we're going to go into a bit more relaxed stuff. I think the first one I've got to start with, on a day off or when you're having like a cheat meal, what's your go-to meal? What you grabbing on?
Do you know what? Yeah, I don't know what it is, but I want to eat chicken every single day, and I don't know what it is, but it's fajitas every day. But if I was having a cheat meal, I love pizza or a Nando's or something.
Yeah.
And me off days, you know what? They're quite relaxed. I've got my little dog. I'm sure many people have seen
That
it.
dog cracks me up.
Sure.
Where's the dog? Where is the dog actually?
Actually, at the end of the bed, passed out on her back.
I would say get the dog in, but we know the dog sometimes likes to bite or like go for you, so we won't disturb the dog.
Killed right now, so. Like, but on off days, don't know. I'd probably just go on a walk there, chill in the house. I really don't get up to that much. I sound quite boring, really, but you want to take your off days because obviously training and stuff is pretty intense, and I suppose it's time to catch up with family over FaceTime and things like that. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
I'm guessing obviously as well, you lived give or take at home your whole like football career, your whole life, and then moved to Leicester and moved away from home. Have you had a chance to like explore Leicester? I mean, haven't been much, so I couldn't tell you what's around there, but do you get a chance to like go and explore? As you said, you like going for walks, like finding nice like little places to go to like take the dog and that.
So in my first year, people like Sophie Howard, Tash Flint, they showed me around Leicester. They know it pretty well. And to be honest, there's just loads of places to walk or go play pool. It's just such a chilled city, compared to obviously Liverpool, which is quite like I can't explain Liverpool. I think
it's a different way of living, isn't it?
Brilliant city. It is. It's a different. Yeah, I think as I came in, I think I've turned into more of a chilled person now. I was just on the bounce like always in Liverpool, but now I think I really do take me off days properly now. Yeah.
Do you miss Liverpool? Do you miss being up there?
I think that was the hardest part of the whole moving away situation. I did move in by myself.
Yeah.
Things like that, and you know what? It was during COVID time as well, so shut down and couldn't really go out much. But I miss the city, yeah. But I'm only 2.5 hours away. I say only, but it's quite far, isn't it? But yeah, I miss it. I miss the city, but I really enjoy Leicester now. So this, yeah.
I was up in Liverpool about 2 weeks ago. I like had the weekend up there and I absolutely loved it. Like obviously I went to uni in Chester.
Yeah.
So I was always near Liverpool and like I don't know why, I just love the Scouse accent. You know, it's one of those, you either love it or you hate it.
Yeah.
Like I love it. So me going up to Liverpool, I was like driving up there and I turned to my mate and I was like, can't wait to hear the Scouse accent. I'm so excited. I missed it so much.
Everyone loves it, you know. If you could rate like the thing, like this accent, it's got to be up there, hasn't it?
I don't know what it is. I just love it. Like obviously I had to like it. Living in Chester, the accent isn't as strong, but there's very much a Scouse twang with like the people who live in Chester.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah, it's a different way of living up there. Like as we were saying, you just know when you're in Liverpool, if that makes sense.
Yeah. And I'm not saying the people aren't friendly here, but they're super friendly up there, aren't they? Like
100%.
Do anything for you, or if your car broke down, I guarantee the whole street would stop and start helping you push it or something.
Oh, definitely. Like I've always said it. Like the people, Northerners, I've always said are much nicer than Southerners. Don't get me wrong. Like some of us Southerners are really lovely, like me, obviously. But I think Northerners are they go above and beyond to help you out.
Of course they are.
Like if you get lost, they will literally walk you to where you need to get to.
I know, they really do.
I can't remember. Do you support Liverpool or Everton?
Liverpool. Yeah. Obviously.
I wanted to double check that. I didn't want to be like, oh yeah, don't you back? No.
Yeah, no, we was never, obviously being at the club, you got to respect it, haven't you? When I was at Everton, so we could never, I think I was there when they won the Champions League final and things like that, and I was dying to tweet, but obviously you can't do things like that. So, yeah.
How hard was it to put on the Everton shirt for all those years, being a Liverpool supporter?
It's weird, really, because I don't know when you play for a team. I guess when you support someone, and you're just playing for who you play for, aren't you?
Yeah.
So I would never put it on and think, oh my god, I support Liverpool, why have I got this on? But
Yeah.
Outside of Everton, I was all. You know what? I did secretly have a little soft spot for Everton men as well. There was a time, and this was the worst time actually. I went and I got Derby tickets, but I had to in the Everton end because we got them from our club. So I think Liverpool ended up winning the game, but obviously as they scored, I've gone to stand up and been like, oh yeah, I'm in the Everton end. So,
yeah, not a good idea.
Yeah, idea in Liverpool.
Not a good idea.
Yeah.
Right, next up, if you had to choose a five-a-side team, players, you can choose anyone you want. We'll keep it to female players. You're the manager, so you can't choose yourself. And you don't have to have a goalkeeper. Who makes your squad?
Okay, so I'm going to have Beth Mead because she's just in form right now. Like, she's doing something else. I'd have Martha, the Brazilian.
Yeah, Martha, yeah.
Unbelievable. Lauren Hemp. I'm just thinking sometimes, worry me a little bit. Who else was I?
You say that and Beth's literally just joined.
Well, yeah, we'd have.
You pick that and it's just said Beth Mead's just joined. So Beth makes us got Beth, Martha, Lauren Hemp.
I'd have Jess for her hard work because there is no more. Yeah, she's a grafter in that.
Yeah.
Who else was I have? Probably have someone like Chloe Kelly,
Baller.
Just
baller.
Yeah, unbelievable. Like her. Yeah.
And she's Scouse. Oh no, she's not.
No, but you know what? We'll adapt.
Oh my god, how have I just said Chloe Kelly's Scouse? Do you know what it was? It's the blonde hair. Chloe Kelly's from like round the corner from me.
I don't know if she'd take that as a compliment or not because.
Do you know what? It's the blonde hair. I was like, she's Scouse. I was like, she's not Scouse.
Yeah, no, she acts like one though.
How have I just done that? That's so embarrassing. Look, I've gone bright red and everything. That is shocking from me. That is shocking. So we've got Chloe Kelly, Lauren Hemp, Jess Sigsworth, Beth Mead, and Martha. That's a very, very attacking squad.
You know what? I've gone for it. Like, I don't want any defenders in there. Sometimes it will pay off. And I believe.
You've not actually chosen any other Scousers though, which is.
No. I haven't.
Normally, like, Scousers always choose Scousers, isn't it? We can just pretend that for this choice, Chloe is, because apparently in my head she is when she's actually from round the corner from me.
Yeah, no, yeah.
So we're going to move on swiftly from that.
Yeah.
In the changing room, who are you giving your phone to be the DJ?
Oh. Do you know what? I'm going Georgia Broham because she knows everything. Like, honestly, it's actually strange how she knows everything. Like, she could know country to house to R&B. She's got such a mixture. So G's getting it. Yeah, I'm always happy with her music. That's good.
And then it makes sure that everyone gets a bit of what they like.
No one's moaning then. No one's asking for like. I don't even know what people ask for. There's some, like Sophie Barker, she's going to obviously ask for like oldies, like.
Yeah.
And but don't get me wrong, nothing wrong with oldies, nothing. But I'd rather, my preference probably a bit of dance music.
Yeah.
Listening to like Westlife before the game and things like that. So, yeah.
Do you know what is a good game? A good song for a pre-match? Well, I know you've just said not Westlife, but Westlife World of Our Own, absolute banger. I stand by it.
You know what? Anything we've missed out, we listen to on the coach home. So we never lose out on that music that day.
Okay, but Westlife World of Our Own, I do, from personal experience, every Wednesday when I was at university, we'd play that from our house to the pitch. It was about a 2-minute drive. That was like our tradition to play Westlife World of Our Own. So if you ever need a good song to cheer you up, I very much so
get me
play Westlife. So we've got about 2 minutes left. I'm not going to keep you for too much longer because I know you've got a very, very busy day tomorrow with it being your birthday and going to watch The Lion King, which I'm extremely jealous about.
Really excited.
Have you seen it before in theatre?
No, never. This is the first.
It's incredible.
I've never been to theatre either. Like, I love The Lion King. Honestly, I think I might cry. Probably.
I love The Lion King, so you might cry.
And that's why dog Nala.
Yeah, I love that. I've got a Simba tattoo. That's how much I love The Lion King. Pardon?
I said, have you? Bloody hell. Like, whoa.
Yeah. But to be fair, like, it's not because it is because I like Lion King, but I like the quote and I'm also a Leo. So it all sort of adds in.
Right, okay, yeah.
And I wanted to name my dog Simba, but my mum didn't let me.
Oh no. Oh,
But no, you are gonna absolutely love The Lion King in theatre. Last question to sign us off then is, what is your favourite Disney film?
Do you know what? It actually is Lion King. Oh, I know every single word to Finding Nemo. It's quite annoying. Like, I could be sitting and just say what's coming out.
Wow, that's a talent in itself. Oh, that was weird. Yeah, that's a talent in itself, knowing like the words to Finding Nemo. That's a talent in itself, knowing the whole words to Finding Nemo, considering it's a film. Can you hear me?
I don't know. I used to always watch it. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Sorry, yeah. I used to always before bed at night, so I think that's why I remember every word to it. Yeah.
That's class. So if anyone ever needs to know the words, they just need to give you a little bell and say, "Can you just tell me the story and just play it out for me?"
Yeah, if you want any Nemo advice or the storyline, I'll fill you.
Well, if Nemo goes into theatre, they know who to give the call up to.
I'll be there. Honestly, I would.
You can do it all.
Please do it, yeah.
There we go. Well, thank you so much for joining me. I've had, honestly, an absolute blast chatting to you, and it's been a laugh, including my little mess up saying that Chloe Kelly's a Scouser again. I do apologise for that, because I'm probably going to get ripped into, but that's fine. Have a lovely birthday tomorrow. I hope you have the best day, and I hope you also have a really lovely evening tonight, nice and chilled for a big day ahead tomorrow.
Thank you very much, and thanks for having me on as well.
No worries. I'll catch you soon. See you later.
Bye.
Bye.